Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Apple report for Wednesday, November 9th, 2022. Let's take a look at the charts. I think I'll start with this one. There's a lot here to be said. You can see I still have these intraday support and resistance levels. Now, under other circumstances, and maybe even these circumstances, it would be more appropriate to call these session containment levels. But given the still relatively heightened volatility, I don't want anyone getting hung up on being aggressively short at 142.67 or long at 134.37. In fact, especially long at 134.37. We have a bit of a double bottom here now, and I think on the next attempt, it is likely to give way. So 134.37, 142.67 are our intraday support and resistance levels, our soft pivot points for the day. All the minor points have been carefully chosen. And so you can trade either one of them. And if we violate either one of them, we may see the next respective level, notable level, on an intraday basis. So upside, if we happen to push or open above 142.67, there may be a little hesitation at 145.94, but I do think 147.72 would be in reach. This is that former rising two-thirds speed line that we settled below last week, and that set off a 2 to 3 week sell signal that is still in play, still anticipating the 124.62 channel bottom as a 2 to 3 week objective. Now, if we were to close today above 147.72, and I think that's a long shot, but if we did, the 155.57 descending two-thirds speed line, which we came close to testing about a week and a half ago, would be expected within several days. And 155.57 able to contain buying into December trade, and below which, or once tested, whichever you prefer, the 124.62 channel bottom in reach within a month or two of holding below 155.57. This is something I was saying early last week when we started the Apple report, and also mentioning that were we to close below the rising two-thirds speed line, which we did 4 trading days ago, that would actually make it a pretty clear target at 124.62. So that remains in effect. And by the way, if I could just mention for you to please click like. I forgot to do that at the top of this video, but if you could click like each and every time you watch the daily Apple report, it does help us out a great deal in being located on YouTube when people search for it. The more likes we have relative to views, the higher the algorithm's service in terms of it being found on search results. And click subscribe. Subscribing to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel will provide you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded to our channel. We're uploading today the daily Tesla and Apple report, which will continue through November activity. So also share the videos, if you would, with friends and colleagues. That also helps us out a great deal. Just so you know, a wickedstocks.com membership delivers regular daily video analysis in the SPY and Triple Q, weekly video analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and a U.S. Treasury ETF, and 2 individual stock pick videos every week. Check out our other content by clicking the link below. Last thing I'll say about the upside is if we do close in the next week or two above the 155.57 descending two-thirds speed line, then we have a meaningful buy signal that I would expect to play out through the rest of November and well into December, the 179.36 rising channel bottom, then I think a realistic 3 to 5 week objective if we were to close above 155.57. But that is not what's in play right now. What is in play is a 2 to 3 week sell signal that's less than a week old below 147.72. So let's talk downside today. What can I do? Here we are. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I'll show you this chart. If we break or open below 134.37, it'd be a pretty significant sell off, but there really isn't much to grab on the way down. This 129.04, this minor point, is nothing more than the June low. So yeah, we could bounce there for the balance of the day. I could also say that closing below 134.37 should yield this descending channel bottom at 127.42 by Friday's close or sooner. this area is converging with this 124.62 long-term channel bottom. If tested, this mid to upper 120s right now, 124.50, well, it's 58 on the weekly chart, 124.62 to 127.42, able to contain selling through the rest of the year and even through the first quarter of next year. We could come off of this nicely back to what would then be a channel top that is presently in the 170s within a matter of 3 to 5 months or less. Let me take a look once again at long-term support on the weekly chart, because it is worth mentioning that this descending channel bottom on the weekly chart is at 124.58, and over the weeks ahead, it will converge with a rising 2/3 speed line that's trend defining in its own right, that is projected off that March 2020 COVID low. And so this zone between 117.01 and 124.58 is considered long-term support, able to contain selling through the first quarter of 23, and from here we can turn higher in an appreciable way over the following 3 months of testing this area. Trying to think if there's anything else to say. I really don't think that is necessary. Anything I say beyond what I've already said would be repetitious, and we don't need to go there. So that is all I have for Wednesday's Daily Apple Report. Please click like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow with Thursdays, and you have a great evening.